Hey everyone, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different today, and I recorded myself playing some Overwatch competitive for season 23, and I thought I would go through and analyse the strengths and weaknesses for both teams and just show you guys what I was doing and how it happened. So I know for a fact that I am not a DPS main. I am a very strong support main. I can flex into tank, but I rarely ever touch DPS. And so I thought, do the DPS placements because I'm very, very close to getting my Athxna golden weapons. So I need the comp points. So I thought, just do the placements. And I used to play Pharah a lot when I first got the game. And yeah, she used to be my favourite all the time. I've got about 45 hours in her when I used to start the game. But then I kind of moved into support and tank. But this game actually went surprisingly well. I got gold elims and gold damage for the entire game. And as a team we worked quite well, and the enemy team didn't even get to touch the point in terms of getting to the point to finish. Composition wise for both teams, ours was definitely a lot stronger than the enemies when we were attacking, because they had one shield which was a Sigma. So although Sigma is good, he isn't really meant to be a solo shield. Better off having a Reinhardt or an Orisa. And then they had a Hammond who was really just kind of separated away from the team. He wasn't really doing much. Their healers were alright, they were good choices, they stuck together. But then again, we were able to push past the defence of the Sigma and get straight to the healers, take them out, and then deal with the rest. So Torbjorn for them as a pick, it would have been a good pick if they had a stronger shield. But I was able to, as Pharah, see the turret as soon as we got out the top spawn when we were attacking. And I took the turret out very, very quickly. And then we were able to kind of push through. The Torbjorn was a bit stunned. He didn't really know what to do. So he would put his turret in amongst him and the healers. So it was very easy for us to just go in, take him out, and then it was all done. So when we started attacking, obviously the first thing I saw was the Torbjorn turret. So I took that out, retreated behind the shields, and then my next priority was taking out that Hammond. So I knew that I'd got him low. He came in, he tried to push into our team, it didn't work, retreated, and then I was able to kill him from there. So you can see that after I killed the Hammond, the rest of the team kind of grouped up and went towards the Sigma to take him out as well. And you can see that the enemy Torbjorn turret was placed in amongst them, which was a bad idea because as our Reinhardt was pushing with both of our healers behind him, he was able to take their defence out, and then we were able to push in to take the rest of them out there. So obviously as a Pharah, I was just kind of there to move them around and jolt them around a bit and make sure that I can take out as many people as I can in a safe place. Because I knew I had the Mercy who'd be able to fly to me when I needed it, but I kind of pushed in on my own, so that could have gone horribly wrong if they had a stronger defence. So I was kind of lucky in that sense. So once we'd kind of broken their defence a little bit, we noticed that the Reaper was trying to push around to our right. So the Athxna slept in, we were able to kill him, that was quite easy. So our next priority was trying to take out the Torbjorn with his turret. So he wasn't good at positioning the turret, so it was nice and easy for us to take out well. The only people that were really left were their Moira and their Athxna. So I saw the Athxna was lower, so I went for her before she could retreat so we could spread their deaths a bit. And then we went for the Moira, she wasted her ult trying to survive, and then we captured the point and then off we went from there. So as soon as we were able to capture the first point, from here until the next point it was kind of easy breezy. We steamrolled them basically, just because their defence completely crumbled. They weren't able to kind of stick together as a group and work as a group to defend the payload. They just kind of did their own things. It was almost like playing a quick play match again. But the Torbjorn wasn't really sure what to do with his turret. The original Sigma swapped to an Orisa and the Hammond swapped to Sigma, and still they managed to crumble. Their Baptiste wasn't really sure what he was doing either, and the Reaper was just nowhere to be found most of the time. So if we go back a second here, we can look at my ultimate. And although I thought it was going to be successful because the Orisa shield had broken and then there was 3 of them there, it actually just didn't work for me. I got the Moira, which is okay, getting a healer, but I thought I could have done better. I could have done it from behind, I could have done the positioning a lot differently and been able to get them all together. So it would have been a bigger ult that way, but I mean, it didn't stop us from winning, it didn't stop us from pushing there, so it wasn't too much of a problem. So then our Mercy ulted and decided to just completely destroy the Torbjorn and the Sigma, and then we were able to push the payload to the next point while they tried to get their positioning back together, which actually never happened again. So as you can see here, as we push into the final bit of King's Row, the enemy team is more grouped up together than they've been for the match, but they're still not working as a team. Like, you can see the Torbjorn's in the back with his turret, which I managed to get rid of quite easily. But then the tanks are just not being tanks, they're acting more like a DPS instead of protecting the rest of the team. I think their main issue is that the Sigma wasn't in the front lines like he should have been as their shield tank. The Roadhog was being very aggressive, which ended up getting him killed very easily. But the Sigma could have easily put his shield in front of the turret to give it a bit more life and stop us from destroying it so easily. But then again, the tanks just weren't really working together as we were. We were all pushing together, we knew what we wanted to do, and I was making sure that the healers were protected as much as we could get them to be. So I kind of moved a bit forwards here and tried to do some environmental kills, and eventually it actually paid off. So pushing forwards, I got the double environmental kill, pushing the Sigma and the Roadhog off the little ledge at the end of King's Row, which I was quite impressed. I managed to pull off 2 of them in the one boot. And then I tried to go for the soldier. He kind of retreated, so my priority went onto the Torbjorn, who once again put his turret in the wrong position. So obviously my first idea was to solo ult the Torbjorn, because that's what any good power ult does. So I did that and then managed to get another boot on the Athxna into the pit, and then get rid of the Moira, who tried to ult at the end, as I did when we first captured the first point. And yeah, that was it, that was the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, because I actually really enjoyed making it. So I normally actually go back and watch my gameplay anyway, make notes, and figure out which stuff went well and which stuff went wrong, for me to then be able to push forward and improve my gameplay. So I thought this was something I could do, and I actually really liked it. So just let me know if you want me to make any more, and I hope you have a lovely day.